Arrow Video has announced their June 2025 Blu-ray releases, and there's a few bangers among the bunch here. I'm going to talk about each of these films and my experience or inexperience with each one of them. And if you go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'm Dave Watkins, Watkins Films. If you look on the Arrow Video Instagram, on their Instagram page, or either their Facebook page, whatever you want to look at, you'll see this banner here. It's got each of the films that they're releasing for June. And under each of the films, you'll see like a little flag that represents the country, the region it can play in, the particular disc. Now, the good thing about 4K is, from my experience, now I have heard in some instances there may be region locked, but from my experience with 4K discs, they've always played in my player, and they seem to be region free. So let's go ahead and start talking about the movies. The first one up is Witness. Witness stars Harrison Ford. There is a previous US release of this film. Now, the new one coming out, this is specifically for the UK, but this should be it should be the same limited edition releases. This is quite thick, as you can see, between this and say a standard release. This is a limited edition Friday the 13th, and if you look on my page, I did recently do a review of this. But as you can see, this is a fairly impressive, thick, limited release. Unfortunately, I ended up not getting the 4K, and in the US, the 4K is kind of out of print now, and it's hard to get. I did settle for the Blu-ray in this instance, but the good thing is, if I wanted to get a 4K limited edition now, I could get this UK box, which is something I might do. I haven't decided yet. I can get a standard edition like 4K in the US, but not the limited edition. The limited edition here, and it pretty much looks to be the same as the previously released American version of Witness. There's also a Blu-ray by itself to be ordered on the site, and that's something the Arrow Video does, which is kind of annoying. They don't. A lot of these vendors will release the Blu-ray and the DVD together in one, but for some reason they release the 4K and the Blu-ray separate editions. I guess so if you want both of the discs, you have to buy both copies of the movie. Another one, this is another UK release only. I was kind of excited about it when I first saw it until I realized it was UK only. Now, there is a 4K and a Blu-ray of this, and it is Roadhouse starring Patrick Swayze. Now, previously, Vinegar Syndrome, kind of recently, did put out a 4K version of it. Unfortunately, I did miss that. That's why I was a little excited about this. Now, Vinegar Syndrome put it out in a VSU type of scenario like this, but I don't know what I was thinking. I could have gotten it, and I didn't get it, and now it's out of print. At least you can get the standard edition without all the bells and whistles, but I would like to get the Roadhouse Vinegar Syndrome. But I was going to get this one, but I haven't decided yet. Now it's weird when you go on to like the site diabolicdvd.com, or you can go straight to the Arrow UK site and try to order it. But it was weird to me when I went to diabolique.com. It has a warning saying that we're only going to ship this to international customers and not to customers in the States. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I know that there is a Blu-ray disc in here that has a special features that's going to be Region B locked. Of course, the Blu-ray for Roadhouse is going to be Region B locked only. So the Roadhouse limited edition comes with a few special pieces, including a double-sided fold-out poster, a coaster, and a collector's booklet featuring original production notes. So here's one that they announced to release in the US, the UK, and Canada, and that is Dark City. Now, I saw Dark City in the movie theater when it came out, and I was very impressed with it. And it's very similar to The Matrix. And now when The Matrix came out a year or two later, I was just like, this is Dark City. When I was watching The Matrix, everyone was very impressed with The Matrix, but I'm like, I really like Dark City. Now, Dark City, I do have a Blu-ray copy of it here. And I think at one point I had a VHS copy of it back in the day. But this film stars Rufus Sewell, Kiefer Sutherland, Jennifer Connelly, and William Hurt. What's really enticing about the Dark City release is it comes with 2 discs. On one disc, it's got the theatrical release, and the other disc, it's got which I believe the preferred version, which is the director's cut, which is the cut that was on this Blu-ray that I have. But both of them are presented in 4K, and within the set, they also have some fairly impressive incentives, including a double-sided fold-out poster, has 3 postcard-sized reproduction art cards, a postcard from Shell Beach, and a business card from Dr. Schreiber. It also has a 60-page booklet, which is a very impressive inclusion. Now, the next one is Swordfish. Now, Swordfish stars John Travolta, Halle Berry, and Hugh Jackman. I never have seen this film. I remember hearing bad stuff about it. I think around the time it came out, I still was on board with John Travolta. I really liked him in Pulp Fiction, and I was watching his films. But something about this, I never have seen it, so I'm not sure about this film. And I was looking at it, and it got really bad reviews, especially at the time. So I'm not sure about if I'm going to get this one or not. Let me know what you guys think about Swordfish. Any champions of that film out there that maybe can convince me to buy it, which is not going to take much convincing, but I'm kind of on the fence for that one. Now, Swordfish is a limited edition version, but it's going to look more like this. It's going to be thinner like this with a slipcover. It should have a fairly nice slipcover with it. It also has a poster and a booklet inside, so it should be a fairly nice release. Now, Swordfish is going to be released in the US, the UK, and Canada, and it's going to be a limited edition release. So you're going to have it's not going to be like a thick box like the Deep Blue Sea one. It's going to be thin like this one here. And the next one is the Invisible Swordsman, which is also going to be released in all 3 countries, but this one is not going to be released in 4K. This is going to be Blu-ray only, which is a little unappealing to me, but this film may not ever get a 4K release. I don't know. Now, the Invisible Swordsman, I've never heard of this film. It is a Japanese fantasy film. I would think about a guy who dies and comes back as an invisible type of swordsman. That's what it looks to be. It looks somewhat appealing. I was reading some information about it. It does look like it might be a fun film. It has a slipcover and also has an illustrated collector's booklet that looks pretty nice. So you may want to consider picking this one up. I'm kind of on the fence about it at this point. I haven't decided. I'm not planning on it at this point just because it's just a Blu-ray. The next one is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is a UK release only, unfortunately, but it does have a 4K in there that is. It should be region free, and it also has a Blu-ray in there that has the special features on it. The Good, the Bad, the Ugly is the third in the Dollars Trilogy, or also known as the Man with No Name Trilogy. And here, some people call it the Dollars Trilogy. Both of these say the Man with No Name. I got the DVD and the Blu-ray of the films. This is the third release of it, and they have previously released the other 2 films. One of the films has not yet come out yet. A Fistful of Dollars has been released already. For a few dollars more has not been released, but it has been announced, and you can purchase it, pre-order it. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is previously released by Kino Lorber. They do have a 4K release of it, and I do have it. I don't know if it's going to be a different restoration, or because the restoration here isn't all that good. It was a little disappointing, so I don't know how this new one's going to be. If it's going to be a different restoration, I may get it. I may get it anyway because it is a nice limited edition set. Now this one has just a Kino Lorber, not even a slipcover. This limited edition set looks to be like a pretty thick box. It's going to look kind of like the Witness one. You know, I believe it's going to be thick like this. I'm considering ordering the other 2 yet. I was mulling it over earlier. I was thinking about ordering the first one to take a look at it. So more than likely, I'm probably going to end up getting all 3 of these Dollar Trilogy releases, even though I won't be able to play the Blu-rays, but especially if the transfers are better than the previous Kino releases. The last film on the list is The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. This is released in both a 4K and a Blu-ray. Now, The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3 is going to be a thinner collector's edition release. It looks to only include a booklet. It's probably going to look similar to this. This is The Long Kiss Goodnight, and I did a video review of this. You can check that out on my channel as well. The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3 is about some hoodlums that take over a train, and they demand ransom. And it's a fairly entertaining film, and it stars Walter Matthau and Robert Shaw. Robert Shaw, who played Quint on Jaws, he does terrific work in this film. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I remember liking it pretty good the first time I saw it. They also did a remake of this film that has John Travolta and Denzel Washington in it. Walter Matthau is usually known for his more comedic work, but he turns in a more of a straight performance here, which he did a lot in his other movies, but I think a lot of people know him more for his comedic work later on. So that's the Arrow releases for June 2025. Let me know what you think about the releases and which ones you're going to pick up. And if you would do me a favor, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm Dave Watkins. Thanks for watching.